How to apply for Canada's startup visa from Hong Kong. The Government of Canada, in the light of the clampdown from the Chinese government on the former British Protectorate of Hong Kong, created and started an entry pathway into Canada through its startup visa program for residents of Hong Kong. This began in 2018, as regards the Chinese government's nationality law, which declares that all dual citizenship holders of Hong Kong must renounce one of their citizenship in favor of China. This program, therefore, is expected to make Hong Kong immigrants become Canadian permanent residents if they qualify as immigrant entrepreneurs. This private sector investment startup program is of three factions. These are angel investors, venture capital funds, and business incubators. However, for the business or startup to be eligible under this program, it must gain the support of a designated venture capital fund, which must also confirm that it is investing at least $200,000 into the qualifying business. About Canada's Startup Visa Program. This program is officially known as the Canada Startup Class. However, it is often referred to as the Startup Visa Program (SUV). The program targets innovative entrepreneurs and links them with private sector investors in Canada who will help establish their startup businesses. Important requirement for Canada's Startup Visa Program. A very key requirement to the Canadian Startup Scheme is the designated organization. As a startup immigrant, in order for you to obtain a pass in this program, you must be able to secure the investment of a designated organization. The pathway makes sure that any international personnel who is an entrepreneur, a business owner, or a startup can become a permanent resident of Canada by meeting the criteria. This pathway, nevertheless, has become quite popular amongst Hong Kong citizens, as it is described to be consistently quick, both for the initial work permit and permit residence application. Startup visa stats for Hong Kong citizens. In the year 2018, when this program started, figures from the Immigration, Refugees and Citizens Canada, IRCC, reveals that the startup entrepreneurship pathway made 20 Hong Kong citizens become permanent residents of Canada. In 2019, there was an addition to the number through the Startup Visa Program, which consequently allowed 25 Hong Kong residents to become new permanent Canadian residents. Notwithstanding the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on global immigration, statistics also show that as of the first 6 months of 2020, the most recent period for which figures were collected, at least 20 Hong Kong residents have made the move to immigrate to Canada under the Startup Visa Program. Also, on a general scale, the Startup Visa Program has been growing steadily in popularity since its introduction to the Immigration Program Pool of Canada. Basic eligibility requirements for the Startup Visa application. In order for you to qualify for the Startup Visa, you must meet the eligibility criteria as stipulated by the Canadian government. These include the following. 1. You must have or run a qualifying business. 2. You must provide a commitment certificate and a letter of support from a designated entity. 3. You must be able to show that you have sufficient available and transferable settlement funds to meet settlement funding. And lastly, you must show proof of proficiency in English or French. Thanks for watching. You can find more resource on our website at www.workstudyvisa.com. Ensure you subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon for more updates.